August, and we're getting back on a ship in Istanbul. But I thought the great thing to do would be to fly to Paris and spend time in Paris, have Matt's birthday in Paris. Josh hadn't been there in many, many years. And visit our friends Philip Rinaldi and Larry Caton in Provence before we board the ship in Istanbul.
Wow. Oh my God, it just lit up.
Thank you very much. The flight scopes go off now.
Isn't that spectacular? So it goes off at 10 o'clock.
The day after Matt's birthday, we boarded a train and headed to Sulemaniya to visit our friends Philip and Larry. It's 5:20 in the morning and we're on our way to the Marseille airport to take a flight to Istanbul, Turkey. So, the morning we were to fly to Istanbul, we almost missed the flight because Larry and Philip, I don't know, couldn't find the key to their house or something.
You're saying the next flight to Istanbul is Thursday?
Oh, you didn't know that?
Oh my God!
Good thing you didn't know that.
Oh my God! We made it!
However, we made our flight and we landed in Turkey. We landed in Istanbul, and Philip and I did all the research. We read all the books, and the one that was the most powerful was a book called Constantinople, which was the history of this city. And so Philip and I, when we arrived and we started walking around, there were lots of gasps and recognition, and it's an extraordinary place, and it's a city that spans 2 continents. It's just an extraordinary place, and we were just so far east. First night we saw whirling dervishes, and a friend of mine lives in Istanbul. We spent a day with him, and he took us to the Grand Bazaar, and an entrance I'll never find again, straight to a jewelry store and to a rug merchant, and he knew the owner. So we had a wonderful time in the Grand Bazaar. I think that when one goes into a brand new city, the best thing to do is either get on one of those buses that gives you a tour of the city or get yourself a private guide. And since there were 7 of us, we got a private guide for 3 days, and his name was Abdullah Yenis, Appa for short. And I would have to say Appa was one of the best guides I have ever had. We saw so much. He was so informative. He was a great personality. And we spent the better part of 3 days with him. We had a ride on the Bosphorus, but the great part was we had lunch. He took us to a restaurant on the Bosphorus, and the ship pulled up to the dock. And we went from lunch straight onto the ship and had a ride up the Bosphorus. Appa was just incredible. You know, everybody fell in love with him. Everybody wanted to put him in their pockets and bring him home.
Thank you very much.
It will make no Turk homesick.
She is wonderful.
Which one?
This
The
one
dark-haired girl?
This one right here. Really
But the fella, they have great. It's a great service hotel.
Here we go. Where's the ship? Is that it? This is it? I don't know.
Time to board the ship, and I'm met by familiar faces. Malcolm, Rich. Oh, I love cruising with Atlantis. Joe and I get a rehearsal in on the first day, which is great. I'm not going to perform for a couple of days, but at least that's out of the way.
Hi, sweetie.
All right.
So I've decided you're going to be on the floor with me.
Okay.
We just have to make sure that they don't knock
Can
it
they
out
put
of
the piano down?
Yes, they can,
Oh, okay.
but don't you think it would be better?
Yeah.
The technical rehearsal is the day of the performance, and it's when I meet the sound and the lights and the stage manager and everybody else that works the showroom for the first time. And it's been my experience that one never knows what to expect. This particular crew on the Seabourn were brilliant. I didn't have to do a thing. Everything was prepared, and it was a breeze. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Patti LuPone. Joseph Nogan is at the piano. Welcome to the Grand Salon of the Seabourn Quest. The name of our show tonight is Faraway Places, which is fitting because that's where we are. A new shoot? A shoot?
A new ship. This is only here. But this room is supposed to be. Put his. See how nice it is?
Oh, I can fix that. We just want to have a quick chat with Patti about how she's going to be announced this evening. Patti? Yeah, please.
Everything. The thing is, I have a big voice, and Joe has big hands. So if we can try as the minimal sound as possible, we have everybody walking around to see if they can hear me, and then we'll bring up volume if we need to. But the thing that I'd like to be able to do is open up and not feedback on me. And so with the mic here, where would the monitors be, or am I just going to hear house sound?
I can use these.
And then by the sea is pretty much like it's. Oh, I regret everything is funny. So like, Hymn to Love is the penultimate number, so that could be, you know, beautiful. It's like, and then Traveling Light is the last one. And you know what? How good are your spot guys? Well, because I will move around a lot. That old song they always play. This is where his mic comes in for the first time. That old bell bound, down where we used to go. That old bell, casting its golden glow. Disco lights go crazy, and Dana, it should be loud.
Welcome back home. Turned out to be another beautiful day, and today we got blessed with not too much wind, so we were actually able to arrange the marina water sport for you. We were a little bit doubtful yesterday and also earlier this morning, but it turned out to be better than it was just outside here, so I hope that you who were there, that you enjoyed it to your fullest. We are now underway. We have the anchor home, the anchors, with two of them we have not down on the floor today. We have them home, and
While Joe and I were rehearsing, Joe and Josh were water skiing in the Aegean Sea.
Just hop on in there. There you go. There you are.
You got less than a second.
Yeah.
You
It's
do
not
it the
it's
way you
like
normally take people.
someone should turn and go right for the.
No, and,
Sometimes you miss.
yeah, if you don't grip it right. I'm thinking this answers your question on how you. Yes.
As much as I love cruising, I get terribly seasick. On this particular night, the ship was rocking. And I didn't realize that until I got down to the showroom, and I could feel it. It's pretty scary when you go down to the showroom and all of a sudden you can feel the floor moving beneath your feet.
We're rocking, baby. Oh my God, I'm gonna toss my cookies!
We put a seatbelt on your
Right, the piano.
piano, so Joe will not roll.
Like the best tape.
Ladies and gentlemen, Patti LuPone. Have a great night.
Oh my God!
That was fabulous.
Excellent.
One of my dream destinations for longer than a day is the island of Santorini in Greece. And I got to go there on the Atlantis cruises if I do the Mediterranean cruise. And so this particular day in Santorini was filled with friendship and love and delicious food at a seaside restaurant in the town of Ia on Santorini. It's sea level, it's called Katina, and I think it's the third time I've been there. And I can't think of going to Santorini without going to Katina for lunch at least.
Oh, there's another cake. Is he awake? Oh, he's so cute. Look at that photo. They never smile, so how can you tell?
You don't know.
And there are steps then that go all the way back up to the top of the mountain where the town of Ia is, which several people did. I did not.
Okay.
I'd done it, and I was never going to do it again. Once we got to the top, once everybody got to the top and congregated again, we walked through town, very, very beautiful town, and stopped in the Cafe Meteor for iced chocolate drinks. Some of our party got them spiked.
But yeah, somebody had his life pictures.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. I don't know. What did he get me into?
As we were walking around the town, the sun was starting to set, and there was a horde of people heading in one direction. Mark, Joshua, and Marino headed in the opposite direction. They obviously had scoped something out, and they were dragging all of us with them. And we ended up perched on a hilltop with maybe 20 people, as opposed to 20,000 people, and watched the sunset into the Aegean Sea. Oh, the end of another fun-filled summer of cultural enlightenment. And now we're on the plane, heading back to the States. Till next time.